these supporters.
Well, those fans can't even be bothered to give their players any stick at the moment. They're just stunned into silence.
Oh, this is it. That's a brilliant goal. Rooney gets a hat-trick, and I'm sure this won't be his last.
Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back for another video. For today's video, we're going to be reviewing this insane card. This 93 overall EMILIO BUTRAGUENO. Yes, we gonna say with the accents and everything. Anyways, this card ended up costing me about 2.2. I mean, for you guys, it's gonna cost you guys like 2.2, 2.5 million. For me, it cost 2.39 million, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. But this card was really fun to use. Overall, I gave him 9.5 out of 10. He did score 16 goals in 10 games, and he did bring out 2 assists. Some chemistry styles that I would recommend that you guys use are Engine, Hunter, and Catalyst. Would I recommend him? Of course. And I'm not just saying that, like, this guy was really, really fun to use. Especially if you have used them before in previous FIFAs and previous, like the past months, either his prime or his mid. This guy just feels amazing. I've used his mid icon card and his prime. Obviously, I use his mid for the Spanish squad ability if you guys haven't seen that already. But this guy just feels completely upgraded and just insane. The only downside are his work rates, which is medium and low. So if you guys are going to play him, I would either put him as a striker or as a cam, like behind the striker. So I did play him in a 4-2-3-1, and I felt like he was more better as a striker. And here's the thing. If you're gonna get Butragueño for like as your primary striker or primary attacking option, I will put him as striker. However, if you have somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo or like Wayne Rooney or Mbappe, somebody that's just a bit more like a number 9 or like Lewandowski up top, I would obviously put him as a cam. He still gets a lot of goals, so don't freak out. He's just gonna stay back there because he's more of a medium-low kind of type of player. So that's the only thing I do want to advise you guys with. Another downside, obviously, is height and his strength. However, if you know how to dribble in this game, which really isn't that hard, you should be fine. Like, this card is just an insane card to use, especially with that pace that he does have. He does have 95 pace, and it was, it felt like 95 pace. He had a little explosion of pace. Every time I would sprint with him, he would just like explode, kind of like how Stoichkov would, but just faster. Obviously, because he's smaller, he's 5'6" or 180 or 168 centimeters. The only downside, or besides those downsides, also his skill moves. I kind of like to use Elasticos and he'll do heals. However, because he does have 3-star skills, some of the skills I do like to use, I couldn't use them with this card. So, if you're going to use him for skills, I wouldn't really recommend it. But I did use some ball rolls and obviously the roulettes and drag back. So if you guys, use those type of skill moves, you're completely fine. Just don't worry about that. Anyways, moving on to his shooting. His shooting was really good. Like, really good. I liked using him with his finesse shots. The only thing, his shot power kind of felt kind of iffy. His shot power stat is 91. However, I don't know. It just didn't really feel as strong or like as powerful as like Stoichkov or Kenny Dalglish would. I mean, Kenny Dalglish had the same stat, but I guess because it had a Hunter on him. The chemistry styles I did recommend, like I did say, Engine, Hunter, and Catalyst, mainly to improve his pace and his passing. That's the only reason why I put an Engine on him, and his dribbling. So that's why his dribbling just felt insane. However, his shooting was already good, so I didn't really want to touch that, but I should have, because his shot power did feel kind of weak, which is why we couldn't use any long shots with him, or we couldn't make any long shots with him. So yeah, unfortunately, but what can we do? Anyways, his passing, he did get 2 assists, so I wasn't really passing with this guy. Obviously, just trying to get some clips with him, but his passing did feel good. He would get some easy 1-2s with my other players, and he would also play some good over-the-top through balls at times when I needed that. So overall, his passing, I did give it an 8, mainly because, I mean, I didn't really get to use his passing that much. I kind of did, but it was just for short passes. Obviously, his long passing really isn't that good. So I wouldn't, rely on him for long passing. His stat for long passing is 65. So if you're gonna be doing long passing, I wouldn't really recommend it. Moving on, his dribbling, like I did say, just almost better than Kenny Dalglish. Honestly, if not equal, I feel like he was a bit better in dribbling with Kenny Dalglish, just because he felt more easy to maneuver because he's shorter. But Kenny Dalglish still is just my favorite prime moment icon that I've used, and that's saying a lot because I've used Eusebio and I've also used Zidane in the draft. So yeah, but moving on, obviously I'm not gonna review him for his defending or his physical. I mean, his stamina was decent. If you're gonna play him as a cam, you're gonna need a good substitute because his stamina is gonna absolutely drain. But he did have 88 stamina, which I mean is decent for a card if you think about it. However, you also had to think that it's a prime moment, so 88 stamina for prime moment really, I mean, I guess it's decent. However, you would just kind of expect a bit more. Overall, like I did say, I did give him 9.5 out of 10. He did feel really, really smooth and just really enjoyable to use. Would I recommend him? I would if you have the coins. And if been debating whether you should get him or not, I would try him. The FIFA cycle is only for 1 year, so why not just try him? If you lose a couple coins, it's okay. Don't stress out about that. I had to learn that because I've lost a lot of coins making these squad builders and these player reviews. But hey, we move. There's going to be another year, so we move. But if you guys need him, I mean, his prime kind of felt like the same, but it's just that his dribbling felt a bit better, which is why I liked him. Not only his dribbling, but his pace, because I know the pace, at least for me, was like a big thing compared to his prime, because he just felt faster, especially with the engine card that gave him a bit more pace stats. It was a bit better, so that's mainly the reason why I'm just saying that. But overall, boys, I would just put the green light and get this boy because he's just honestly really fun to use. And I know I keep saying that, but these prime moment cards are just amazing. They're like juice to the max. So I would just get whichever ones you can get. And GG's, boys. You're probably going to win the weekend league. But I would play him with probably like somebody like Rooney. Him and Rooney were just a sick duo. Like a sick duo, boys. And I'm not just saying that, like, it's just a really sick duo. The 1-2s these boys had were just amazing, and it was just really fun to watch and really fun to play with. So, if anything, that subscriber that recommended him to me, thank you, because this man was just insane. Before we do end the video, boys, and thank you guys for watching it. If you guys made it this far, don't forget there's a giveaway in the description. I will link it down below because that still is ongoing. It's still going to be, I'm going to announce the winner for Friday, so don't forget that. If you guys are new to the channel, I would really appreciate it for you guys to subscribe. I was going to say a subscription, but I would really appreciate it if you guys do subscribe. I upload daily, so we're kind of grinding out here. So if you guys want a YouTuber that uploads daily, I'm your guy. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. Give me a comment on who I should review next, and I'll gladly take you guys' suggestion, because this BUTRAGUENO review was because a subscriber did recommend him to me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all you guys' love, and it really does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Listen.